Watches have been around for centuries, and over time, they've evolved into much more than just a simple tool to tell time. They are now considered a fashion statement, a symbol of status, and even a work of art. However, with so many different types, styles, and features, it can be challenging to understand the various watch terminologies used to describe them. Welcome to another episode of The Steady Ticker. Do you have a soft spot for watches? Subscribe now to The Steady Ticker and click the notification bell to keep posted on latest news on different luxury watch brands and its industry. We create content on trivias, intricacies, history, and anything under the weather about luxury watch brands and their models. By the end of this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of watch terminologies, allowing you to make informed decisions when purchasing your next timepiece. Let's get started. In the watch world, the term crown refers to a small knob, usually located on the side of the watch case, that is used to set the time and other functions of the watch. The crown is typically made of metal and can be pulled out to different positions to adjust various aspects of the watch, such as the time, date, and other complications. It's also used to wind a watch's mainspring in manual winding watches. The position and operation of the crown can vary depending on the type of watch movement and the specific watch model. The crown is an essential part of any watch, as it allows the wearer to adjust and customize the watch to their preferences and needs. There's also the term called case lugs, which refers to the small protrusions or extensions on either side of the watch case that hold a strap or bracelet in place. The case lugs are typically made of the same material as the watch case, and their shape and design can vary widely depending on the style and function of the watch. The case lugs are an essential part of the watch's overall design, as they not only provide a way to secure the strap or bracelet, but they also play a role in the aesthetics of the watch. The term dial is another frequently used terminology by collectors and enthusiasts. This term refers to the face of the watch, which displays the time and other functions. The dial is typically located in the center of the watch and is protected by a crystal or a glass cover. The dial may contain hour markers, minute markers, and numerals to indicate the time, as well as subdials and other complications to display additional information. The design and layout of the dial can vary widely depending on the style and function of the watch, and may include various materials, colors, and finishes. Dials can be made from materials such as enamel, mother of pearl, or metal, and can be finished with techniques such as guilloche or sunburst. There is also the term hands that refer to the small, movable markers on the watch dial that indicate the time. There are typically 3 hands on a watch: an hour hand, a minute hand, and a second hand. The hour and minute hands are usually longer and thicker, while the second hand is often thinner and longer to allow for more precise timekeeping. The hands are usually made of metal, such as steel or gold, and are often coated with a luminous material to improve readability in low light conditions. The design and style of the hands can vary widely depending on the watch model and style, and may be simple and understated or ornate and intricate. In watch terminology, straps and bracelets refer to the 2 primary ways of securing a watch to the wrist. A strap is typically made of leather, rubber, nylon, or other materials and attaches to the watch case using spring bars or other fastening mechanisms. Straps come in a variety of styles, colors, and textures, and can be easily swapped out to customize the look and feel of the watch. A bracelet, on the other hand, is a metal band that is often made of stainless steel, gold, or other precious metals. Bracelets are typically designed to match the watch case and can be adjusted for size using links or other mechanisms. Bracelets offer a more durable and a secure attachment than straps, and are often preferred for sports or diving watches. Movement is another watch terminology that you might have heard a lot. The term refers to the mechanism inside the watch that powers its timekeeping function. The movement, also known as a caliber, is responsible for driving the hands of the watch and other complications such as date displays or chronographs. There are 2 primary types of watch movements: mechanical, manual or automatic, and quartz. The quartz movement is a battery-powered watch mechanism that uses a quartz crystal oscillator to keep the accurate time. When an electric current is applied to the quartz crystal, it vibrates at a specific frequency that's translated into timekeeping signals by a microchip. Quartz movements are also known for their reliability, accuracy, and low maintenance, and have been widely used in the watches since the 1970s. Manual and automatic mechanical movements are two other types of watch movements that rely on mainspring to power the watch. Manual mechanical movements require the wearer to manually wind the watch by turning the crown, which tightens the mainspring and stores energy that is gradually released to power the watch. Manual movements are also preferred by watch enthusiasts for the traditional charm and the tactile experience of winding the watch. Automatic mechanical movements are also known as self-winding movements. They use a rotor that moves back and forth with the motion of the wearer's wrist to wind the mainspring automatically. The rotor turns a series of gears that transfers the energy to the mainspring, which powers the watch. Automatic movements are convenient for everyday wear as they do not require manual winding and will continue to run as long as the watch is worn regularly. Both manual and automatic mechanical movements are highly regarded by watch enthusiasts for their craftsmanship, complexity, and aesthetic appeal. They are often featured in luxury watches and are known for their precise timekeeping and longevity. However, they require more maintenance than quartz movements and may need to be serviced periodically to ensure proper function. One term that you might encounter as well is complications. Complications in watches refer to any additional features or functions beyond basic timekeeping, such as date displays, chronographs, moon phase indicators, and alarms. These features can be powered by mechanical, automatic, or quartz movements and add complexity and sophistication to the watch. Complications can range from relatively simple displays, such as a date window, to more complex mechanisms, such as a perpetual calendar that can track date, leap years, and moon phases for many years without adjustment. Some watches also feature tourbillons, which are complex mechanisms that rotate the balance wheel and escapement to counteract the effects of gravity and improve accuracy. Next, the term apertures, which refer to openings on the dial or case that display various information such as date, day, month, or even the movement inside the watch. One of the most common apertures found on watches is the date aperture, which displays the current date in a small window on the dial. Day and month apertures can also be found on watches with more complex calendar functions, displaying the current day and month respectively. Another type of aperture found on some watches is the exhibition case back, which is a transparent window on the back of the watch that displays the movement inside. This feature allows the wearer to observe the intricate mechanisms of the watch and is often found on high-end and luxury watches. Subdials are also a thing on watches. They refer to smaller dials within the main dial that display additional information such as elapsed time, chronograph functions, and other complications. They are typically found on mechanical or automatic watches and add both functional and aesthetic value to the watch. Common types of subdials include chronographs, second time zones, power reserves, and moon phases. Subdials may also be purely decorative. Indices. Finally, we have the term indices, which refer to the markings or hour markers on the watch, dial, or bezel that indicate the hours and minutes. These indices can come in various shapes and sizes, such as dots, bars, Arabic numerals, or Roman numerals, and can be made of different materials such as metal, enamel, or luminous paint. The indices on a watch dial are typically used in conjunction with the watch hands to tell the time, while indices on a bezel can be used to track elapsed time, such as with a dive watch. Some watches may also have indices that are treated with luminous material, allowing the watch to be easily read in low light conditions. These are commonly referred to as lume indices. By delving into the intricacies of each term, we can gain a deeper appreciation of the artistry and precision that goes into creating a timepiece that's both functional and aesthetically pleasing. So let's continue to explore and learn more about the fascinating world of watches and their terminologies. And in order to help each one of us learn, can you share with us a common watch terminology that you encounter that was not mentioned here previously? Let us know in the comments below. Want to hear more about watches? Hit the subscribe button below to support the Steady Ticket channel and click the notification bell to instantly know about our new videos on luxury watches. See you in the next one.